Hey, what's up everyone? Today has been a day of setbacks and failures. My furnace has been down for 2 years now, and I need to get that kind of fixed and cleared. But I have 2 busted valves in the back, and I haven't fixed it yet. My car, the tire exploded, and then I lost the key, all in the same weekend, so that was good. But today we're going to try to get the piece of crap running. This is my tractor, my 9-inch. It's old. She's an old hunk of metal. Last time I had struggles, it ran and then it just didn't. Oh, let's look at the oil. It's in the safe. But I've owned this tractor now for, I think, 7 years. I've used a lot. I've used it for a lot of things, but I broke a lot of things on it. Currently, the front arm is not where it's supposed to be because the right side is busted off. So it needs completely redone, and it appears that they must have pulled it to move it forward because they twisted the front arm more. Damn you. She runs. I'm not going to say she runs well. She needs some help. The block has a lot of issues. I actually have a new block for it that needs rebuilt, but the other block I have might actually be in worse condition. This block has several cracks in it. Actually, you can see one right there. It cracked all along that whole seam. The head gasket went, I'm assuming, and caused too much pressure buildup, and now it's getting, I mean, you can just look at the oil dipstick there, and it shows you, you know, how much blow by is going on, pushing oil out. But the battery seems to be salvageable. The engine's alright. I just need to get it to where I can move it, which it seems like it's going to move. It needs all of the fluids drained. I need to pull this front arm off of it and rebuild it. And this back arm has some major leaks as well that need replaced. Talking to me apparently. But this leaks really bad, that leaks really bad, that hose is actually really bad. But I want to redo this whole back end. That thing has to come off. It's going to be turned into its own, essentially I'm just going to turn it into like a trencher that you can buy from Harbor Freight or whatever. It's going to have its own power unit and all new lines and set up differently. And that ram is going to, where that ram's welded on, I have to move it a little bit because I want this to be completely straight when the ram's all the way out. So I have to do some geometry, some work, and fix that. But the back end's the least of my concerns. Getting the engine running and the tractor put back together, and then getting a 3-point on the rear. Those are the important things. But the engine that's on it is already kind of toasted. And because it's got it's got 2 cracks in the block. If you were looking at the valve head or the cylinder head while it was running, you'll see one of those studs is leaking. It's wet around it, and one of those studs doesn't have a nut. Well, the stud that doesn't have a nut is because my brother cracked it. He cross-threaded it when we rebuilt the engine, and that caused that. So I got to re-sleeve the other engine I have and hope that re-sleeving it is enough, because one of the sleeves, the cylinder flipped upside down and punched a hole in the sleeve, and it punched a hole in the parent sleeve as well. And there's nobody who'll fix it. But the problem is getting an engine for this tractor is already a pain in the butt. I mean, I spent $200 on that one with a hole in the sleeve, and every other one of the cylinders is fine. So if I'm down one cylinder, it's more than what that engine's doing now. So, and after I get that one running, I'll just leave it. But I'm hoping what I can do is I'm gonna do a video where I take it out to my buddies. It's a good friend of mine. I work on his trucks, and I'm gonna take and make a replacement piece for the parent block and weld it in there, weld a plate in flush, and then I'm going to hone it smooth, and then I'll put the actual cylinder down in it, possibly an oversized one, because I don't know how round it's gonna be. Now the thing is, it doesn't need to be real powerful, it doesn't need to be real round, but it does need to function and have compression and not be blowing coolant out the sides of the block. And currently that's what that one does. So that one's going to run until it explodes, but I'm going to try to get it running enough I can get the front arm off of it and the back arm off of it, and it just be a tractor, and then I can fix it from there and work on the other parts later. So thank you guys for joining me. See you in the next one.